Hi everyone and welcome to Lost Boy. My name is Jamie for those of you that are new to my channel, and for those of you that are returning, thank you for all of your support. This is going to be a general message for the sign of Libra. This could be Libra anywhere in your birth chart. Cross-watchers, you're welcome as well. Flip the roles however you see fit, but everyone please only take what resonates with you in your particular situation and drop what does not. If you're interested in booking a personal reading with me, the information on how to do so is down below in the description box. Alrighty, y'all. Let's get into your message. We're going to begin with the tarot dice. Things might get a little loud for a moment, so if you're sensitive to sound, I do recommend lowering the volume. Universe, what is going on in Libra's energy? And what is it that Libra needs to know at this time? Okay. We have the High Priestess. We have the Five of Wands. And then we have the Fool. I see that you're going to be given some kind of new opportunity here. Unfortunately, it's coming after some kind of conflict. You might already be in this conflict. This is also giving me the energy here of somebody wanting to like gaslight you in some kind of way with this High Priestess sideways and this Ace of Swords facing down. This is somebody here who's, I feel like they're trying to maybe emotionally manipulate you with the King of Cups sideways. This is somebody here who wants to get something out of you for themselves. Somebody being extremely selfish. Somebody here even trying to say, oh, you're wrong for thinking that way, or that's not what I meant, that was not my intention. But the words already came out. They already said what they said. They knew exactly what they were saying. They knew exactly what they meant by it. And this is somebody here who's trying to make it feel like you're the problem. This could definitely be someone close to you in some kind of way, family, friend, lover, business. With this Five of Wands, this is supposed to be, you know, the Five of Wands to me is when the team gets together, like for example, a sports team, when they come together to practice their skills, right? When they're doing practice, right? They face off against each other. They're meant to just sharpen their skills, but this is giving me the energy of somebody here who is overdoing something, overdoing it, wanting to prove a point, wanting to prove their worth. This is somebody here who's forgetting what side that they're on. Ultimately, they're not, whatever they're doing, it's not in the best interest for the group, it's in the best interest for themselves. It's giving me the energy of there's no I in team. We do have the King of Swords right here, so I feel like you're definitely going to be standing in your truth, sticking by the facts, and that's why you're like, you know what, I'm gone, I'm done with this, I'm done being pinned against other people, I'm done trying to make it seem like I'm the problem. That's really what this energy is. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. I do have Cancer energy here, Aries as well. King of Wands sideways. Seven of Pentacles sideways, and the Six of Cups. This could even be somebody here who's even trying to leverage your past against you. Somebody here that's not allowing you to evolve, not allowing you to grow. It's kind of giving me the energy of somebody wanting some kind of control over you, but only for their own benefit. King of Wands sideways, this is somebody here who's very questionable. This is somebody here who wants the spotlight, but is willing to do whatever it takes to get that spotlight, even if it means hurting and betraying other people. This is somebody here who could even have a little bit of anger management issues. Somebody very forceful. This is somebody here who's deeply insecure, and what they're really trying to do is project their insecurities onto you. That's why they're making you question yourself, because they don't know themselves. Somebody here planned wrong, though, with that Seven of Pentacles. They're going to have to reevaluate something. I feel like they were counting on you in order to offer them some kind of stability. Or they wanted you to provide for them. Yeah, we have the Five of Pentacles, the Devil reversed, and the Tower. I think you taking a leap of faith, you moving in a brand new direction, deciding to start a brand new cycle, leaving something behind, taking the lessons with you, I feel like you're breaking some kind of karmic contract here. You're unshackling yourself from a situation, from some kind of contract that was only serving one individual over you. This is somebody here who has a victim mentality. This is somebody here who blames everybody else for their problems. This could even be somebody here who's trying to lead you down the wrong path here due to their own insecurities. We have a lot of king energy here, so I don't know if this is like a parent of some sort. Could be a mother, could be a father. Very strong masculine energy, but I know that some people are raised, in single parent situations, so this could be somebody here who has been taking on the role of both. Doesn't have to be a parent. This could just be a friend. It could be a workplace. Hell, it could even be a lover of some sort. Maybe you've been dealing with an ex-lover here who has been refusing to let you go, try to make it seem like whatever happened to them, whatever choices they made is your problem. Right? Trying to guilt trip you, trying to gaslight you into providing for them. But really, I feel like it's just a tactic here to stop you from moving forward. To stop you from going down some kind of brand new cycle here, from manifesting a new future, from acquiring all of the aces. The first step is taking that leap of faith. The next step is stepping into your magician era. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Somebody here is afraid of your independence. Somebody here knows that you are the key and you are the answer, and that you're able to provide for yourself. That you're able to stand alone. They don't want you to stand alone because they can't stand alone. They can't stand up themselves. They can't stand up for themselves. They can't take care of themselves. We have the Two of Pentacles. It's reversed, so I feel like you're no longer going back and forth with this situation. You could even be moving in silence at this time with the High Priestess. Maybe you're not oversharing. Excuse me. You're not telling anybody your plans moving forward, and I feel like that's what has this person on edge. So be very careful, because I feel like somebody here is going to try some kind of emotional manipulation because they have an inkling here that you're not telling them everything and that you're moving in silence. Either way, this new beginning, this leap of faith, you're taking it. And I feel like even if they do try to fight with you, it's what it's giving me, fight with you, with this Five of Wands, I feel like they're only proving your point even further. This new beginning is highly protected here. You're sticking by the facts. It's something about you leaving the emotions out of it. This isn't about the emotions anymore. This isn't about the feelings. And this isn't about the past anymore, because the past is in the past. You're focused on your future, your present and your future. You're also holding your cards closely to your chest right now. This could even be like some type of group that you were involved in. Somebody here could have even been trying to manipulate other people around you. Pinning people against you in some kind of way. By bad-mouthing you. With that victim mentality here, with that Five of Pentacles and this King of Wands sideways. Trying to prove a point. Like, I'll get you, my pretty type of energy, so let me run to your friends, let me run to your family, let me, run my mouth type of energy. So that they can gang up on you too. And I feel like that even exposed who's really on your side as well. There's something here about this has been an eye-opening experience for you. And I feel like this has brought you closer to your faith, closer to your divinity here. And I feel like that's why you're not afraid to take this leap, to take some kind of a risk here, because you know the reward is going to pay off. It's going to lead towards independence. You know, people could have even been using things, using money, using resources, or some kind of things like that in order to keep you stuck. Like, oh, how are you going to be able to take care of yourself? How are you going to be able to, I'm the one that gives you this, like giving you gifts, like kind of like bribery in a way. But it always comes with strings attached, right? I feel like you broke free from that. You're like, absolutely not. You know, it's like the energy of like, well, I did this for you, or I gave you that. You should give freely out of your heart, not expecting anything in return. And if anybody does expect something in return, then it's not from God. It's not from Source. It's not from the universe. Universe, tell us more, please. It's also giving me the energy of like, whoever this individual is, like they expect you to drop what it is that you're doing in order to cater to them, right? They get mad if you don't answer their phone call, right? Maybe you're busy. Maybe you're doing something for yourself. They don't like that. It's like they want you right where they can have you. Universe, tell us more for Libra. We have courtship and thoughts, unexpected income and concern. Somebody here is concerned that you're going to be receiving some kind of unexpected income. They're all in their thoughts. They're all in their head because they know some kind of relationship here is over. That's why they want to come in and try to bribe you. I feel like somebody here is like trying to come up with some kind of plan. Universe, tell us more for Libra. We have an official person. And sudden wealth. Maybe they don't want you to step into a new relationship. Like, say this is an ex, or even a friend. Like, some people don't want people to be in happy relationships here because they feel like they're going to lose access to you. We have thoughts. Somebody here is definitely in their thoughts. There is some kind of official person here. Unexpected income, adjudication, and bad health. This could even be somebody here who's been trying to take you to court for something, trying to pin the blame on you in some kind of way. Somebody is definitely trying to stop you from moving forward, trying to make it seem like you're the bad guy or the bad girl. Whenever I see this bad health, doesn't mean to necessarily mean like bad physical health. It could be bad mental health, or it could just be bad spiritual health. There is some kind of adjudication here that is going in your favor, whether in physical court or spiritual court, and now somebody here is all in their thoughts. I mean, we have the Nine of Pentacles, sudden wealth and unexpected wealth. So something here is going to go in your favor. Whatever this adjudication is, it's going in your favor. I feel like you do have support here from somebody here who's official, who's trying to help you out, who is going to be helping you out. Why do I feel like I want to cut this deck? We have a main female in a house. This could have something to do with a home, a living situation, or even just your security. This could even be somebody here who's been trying, like say for example, somebody's been trying to take you to court for like child support or something. Or I don't know where I'm getting that from, like trying to say that, you know, or spousal or alimony or something like that. There is going to be some kind of evidence that is going to be presented by somebody official. This could even be somebody here working behind the scenes, kind of like a PI, an investigator of sorts. And that's why something here is going to go in your favor, because something here is being uncovered about somebody here. It's like throwing you to the wolves. We have a privileged lady. This could definitely be somebody here who feels entitled. Somebody here definitely was withholding something from you that belonged to you, maybe by even trying to claim that you were in bad health. It's like somebody wanted ownership over you in some kind of way. This could even have been somebody here who's been exacerbating a health issue. Or maybe even manufacturing one. Like maybe somebody knew that you were ready to leave and they were like, oh, you can't leave, I have cancer. And they really don't have cancer. Like that's just an example. Oh, you can't leave because I'm dying. But they're really not. Somebody here knows the truth, this official person. It's very strange energy, Libra. Actually. Universe, tell us more. See, we have perfection. Somebody's trying to maintain some kind of an image of a perfect, happy life. That everything's okay, you can't do this because what is everybody going to think? We have wisdom, and we have renewal. You definitely gained some knowledge out of this, and you're definitely going to be stepping into some kind of new life. Your energy is being restored and renewed. Somebody here was only able to delay something, but they weren't able to fully block you. Some kind of truth is coming out, because we do have this moon here in the background. Something here is definitely being illuminated. Somebody's illusions, somebody's delusions are being illuminated. This all has to do with money. And you know what? This sudden wealth and unexpected income, this could even have to do with your spiritual inheritance. Maybe you guys have been dealing with the karmic here who has been trying to block you from connecting with your soulmate. Your true soulmate. And soulmates can come in many different shapes and forms. It's like somebody wanted you purposely at a lower vibration. Because by them being able to control you, they were able to access your spiritual inheritance and your abundance. We have service. Somebody wanted you to be of service to them. You kept pushing through. You did the right thing, but now you're starting to see things clearly here with this impartiality. This is looking at the facts, looking at the truth. Some people will abuse whatever title they have, right? Whether it's, a family, a friend, right? Or even how much of a past you've had together. This is giving me the energy of somebody wanted you trauma bonded to them, and they were abusing some kind of authority. Maybe trying to stop you from becoming an official person, from you stepping into your rightful role in life. Universe, give us one more for Libra, please. We have completion. Something here is coming to the end. The old you is dead and gone. There's a new you emerging. That's what people didn't want, right? You have somebody here definitely in La La Land. Despondent. Somebody here who's out of touch with reality. And I feel like you forgave this person. And even those who have been complacent, people who have let things slide and did not speak up when they had the chance. So there have even had, like I said, they showed their true colors. They showed exactly whose side that they're on. We have acceptance. You've accepted things for as they are. And we have gratitude. I feel like you're grateful for this new opportunity, for this new beginning here. Maybe for seeing the truth. and for gaining the courage to finally take a leap of faith. I feel like some of y'all could definitely be moving, taking just what you need. Because the Fool, he has that little backpack over him, right? And with him, he's just taking those lessons. He's taking that wisdom that he's gained into this new beginning to build a new, better life. I also feel like you're at the point where you're not beating yourself up anymore. And you shouldn't have to, because you don't know what you know until you do. And some people can be really, really sneaky, especially when they're living in La La Land, right? They can write a good story here. They can fabricate a good story. They can cover things up. Something here about gossip. This could even be somebody here who was even trying to say that they would out some kind of personal info on you or try to publicly humiliate you. But what happens when you own it with that acceptance? What happens when you own it? It no longer has power over you. That's what they weren't counting on. You wisened up. That's why your energy is being restored back to you. And you're finally leaving the past in the past. You're saying goodbye to that past. You're like, I'm never going to be that person ever again. Something about you can't make me. It's like somebody was trying to force you to be something that you weren't. And maybe they were able to do it by bribing you. But I feel like you learned a hard lesson at accepting gifts that had strings attached. Universe, tell us more, please. The Moon and the Magician. The Magician is reversed. You broke free from some kind of illusion that somebody was casting over you. And sometimes that could even be the belief that we hold upon somebody. But once we start seeing people for who they are, not who they tell us they are, right? It's not about the words that come out of their mouth. It's about their actions. It's about the way that they make you feel. Somebody was being highly manipulative, and that shattered their illusion. Because I feel like you no longer, not only do you not see this person how you used to, but I feel like you don't even feel the same anymore. We have Justice in the reverse. This could even be somebody here who broke you up from a relationship or even separated you from your soulmate. Page of Pentacles. They were trying to block you from accessing abundance. They were blocking you from receiving opportunities here. And the Tower. The Tower is here twice. There's going to be a shocking surprise when a false foundation comes crumbling down. Because I feel like you were the glue holding everything together. You were the glue. You were the scapegoat. When you're gone, there's nobody else to pass the buck. The blame is suddenly all theirs because you've left. I honestly feel like you are literally moving and leaving a situation behind, both energetically and physically. Because somebody has been trying to tip the scales in their favor. Somebody here who could even been like, we did have that adjudication. Like maybe they were even trying to get you in trouble by filing some kind of false reports here. And because they're so delulu, right? They painted a great story. And they could have even had corroborating witnesses to lie for them. Maybe because they paid people off with gifts and bribes. Universe, tell us more for Libra. We have Temperance. This is moving forward. This is alchemizing the energy. Strong Sagittarius and Libra energy here. We have completion. You know, completion is like the death card. This is some kind of transformation. And this is alchemizing where you've been to where you are going. This is creating a bridge from your past to your future. We have the Knight of Cups. I feel like you're expressing how you really truly feel. Queen of Swords, and you're sticking to the facts and you're sticking to the truth. Seven of Cups and the Three of Pentacles reversed. I feel like you're seeing through the fog and seeing through the confusion here, how people never really wanted to work with you, but it's kind of given the energy of wanting you to work for them. Four of Pentacles. You've decided to drop that, to let that go. Somebody was only giving you breadcrumbs with that Four of Pentacles, wanting you to make, you know, to make it seem like you would never get anything else, that you wouldn't get anything better. But the truth is, like I said, you have been the glue holding the whole thing together. The power came from you, it didn't come from anybody else. Queen of Cups reversed. Wow, that's an emotionally manipulative bitch. Male or female, that term is gender non-specific. We have the Four of Swords. This person's going down. Something is being laid to rest. Page of Swords reversed and the Seven of Wands. You're standing up for yourself, even if it means standing alone, but you're standing up for what is right. You're not afraid of a little bit of opposition, and usually when you start encountering opposition, that's when you're doing the right thing. That's when we start encountering opposition. This Queen of Cups in the reverse. This is somebody here who has built their life on some kind of pity party, emotionally immature. You know, this is like the energy like, well, if you loved me, if you ever loved me, if you cared about me, but I'm your this, but I'm your that, but I'm your baby mama, but I'm your baby daddy, but I'm your parent, but I'm this, but I'm that. I've been your best friend since elementary school. It's like, that doesn't matter. Titles are just an earthly concept. They are. We have the King of Pentacles here. You know who you are, you know your worth, and you know what you're capable of. Ten of Wands. This has been a long journey. Ten of Swords. I feel like the wait is over with this Two of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. Things are going to be going in your favor here. Luck is turning on your side because you took a stand for you. You recognized your own worth here. This is you crossing the finish line with that Ten of Wands and dropping the burdens that were placed on you, the ones that you were never even meant to carry in the first place. And yeah, this might have, you know, been a blow to your ego because maybe you could have held these people in high regards at one point. But it made you a stronger individual. It made you a wiser individual, which is what's going to serve you in this next chapter. It's obviously leading you towards sudden wealth and unexpected income, because you're not going to make the same mistakes again. You're not going to allow people to have power over you anymore. Universe, tell us more for Libra. Excuse me. What is the tea? For Libra, please. What's the tea for Libra? We have bad karma and jackpot. See, moving in silence. This is somebody who could even be threatening, very intimidating. This is somebody here who is bothered at the fact that you're moving in silence. You're definitely receiving a jackpot. Something is definitely going in your favor. The stars are aligning for you. Somebody is trying to avoid their bad karma. This could even be somebody here with this Delulu energy, right? With all these projections and these illusions. This could even be somebody who has been trying to tap into the dark arts. But even then, even the dark arts, they have their own codes of conduct. This is somebody here who didn't know what they were doing. This is somebody here who never accepts accountability, tries to dodge accountability, tries to blame everybody else, tries to use force to intimidate you, but now they're going to be having legal issues. This person could have gone so far, right, to defame you, right, to even maybe to use people against you, like gang stalking in a way. And they're going to be caught up. They're going to be catching a case here. All because they want a fake flex. Somebody here who acts rich, acts fancy, likes to show off. It's like they're trying to keep up with some kind of lifestyle that isn't real. There's somebody here who lives beyond their means. There's somebody here who wants the finer things in life but doesn't want to put the work in it. They want a handout. And they've been stealing it from other people. You're not, and I want to say this, you're not their only victim. Look at every single person that has left this person's life. They did the same thing to everyone else. And maybe at one point you helped them because you truly believed them. Because that's what people do when they're in that Five of Pentacles energy. They're very, very good at milking a story. Universe, tell us more for Libra. This is somebody here who wanted to marry you for money. This person marries for money. They get into relationships for money, and it could be any type of relationship. Now, this is somebody here who wants to come kissing your ass because they know that you're leaving. They know that you're moving on. Thank you, next. Some of y'all could even been dealing with like a Jezebel type of entity, male or female, somebody here who very lustful, trying to use their body in order to confuse you, right? Lust and love are two different things. There's somebody here who's played out, and somebody here who's always partying. Somebody here who's always partying. Trying to maintain that perfect lifestyle, that everything's okay, right? Maybe they're the life of the party. Maybe this person's extremely fun. I'm getting with this person, it's extreme highs and extreme lows, but this person's played out. Somebody here would even be making fake accounts to spy on you, to see what you're doing. Could even be using, like, pretending to be other people, which again is, you know, against the law as well, because that's called impersonation. To make these fake accounts in hopes that you would open up to them. Like, maybe somebody could even made a fake account somewhere to pretend that they were, you know, some other of your friends, or, I don't know, pretending to be other different people in order to see what information you would tell them. They're definitely spying on you. They could be stalking your socials in some kind of way. This could even be somebody here who has gone as far to, like, even, you could be finding an air tag somewhere. Maybe somebody is trying to keep track of where you've been going, where you're going, what you're doing. Check your vehicles. I believe there's a way. You can Google how to find an air tag or something like that. Like, there are ways where you can discover if something's placed somewhere that shouldn't be. We have a romantic love affair, sex fix, secret lover. This person could even have multiple different partners behind the scenes, but yet they were claiming that you did. But yet they wanted to marry you for money, but then they still wanted to screw whoever the hell they wanted to screw. This could even been somebody who had been trying to force you into like some kind of open polyamorous thing. But they wanted you to carry all of the weight, all of the burden. Universe. This could even be somebody here who you could have even married this individual, but yet they were probably still sleeping with their ex. Maybe it's something them and their ex, I'm going to say that with air quotes, concocted together. Like, oh, you know what? Court that person. We'll still be secret on the side here, and then that person can support both of us type of energy. somebody here who has a bad reputation. This could even be somebody here who has a rap sheet. It's somebody here who's talking shit. They're hooked on the fact that you are uninterested. It's like they want what they can't have. So they're gonna talk shit in hopes that they can rope you back in. Let them talk shit. Let them talk shit. All this person knows how to do is talk. I feel like this is definitely a person who can never be alone. They're always surrounded by someone. They're always partying. They don't know themselves. Somebody who tries to use scarcity tactics. Oh, well, I'm going to take this away from you, and I'm going to take that away from you. You know, there's somebody here who, like, makes you earn their love and their attention. I feel like you got a closer look here. And somebody here is also all up in your business. Be very careful with who you talk to and who you communicate at this time, because I feel like they could even be bribing people close to you to get information on you. It's somebody who's just trying to start some kind of drama. Universe, tell us more for Libra. I thought something flipped over. It did. We have envy. This is somebody who is very envious of what other people have. Okay. You can have the same things too. Just apply yourself. Somebody who has red lipstick stains, destroyed, and trash. They completely ruined something. The moment that they decided to cheat. However they cheated. Friends can cheat. Family can cheat. This is somebody here that thought that you would always forgive them. Sorry, I'm just trying to bring the other cards into focus. We have fake friends. This could be a fake friend of yours. Or hell, maybe they got you to leave your friends and make their friends yours. There's somebody who's extremely promiscuous. Something here about a pregnancy test. Some of y'all could even be finding out that a child isn't even yours. Somebody here is definitely getting a room, doing secret dealings. We have running away. Now somebody is going to be running away because now they're being caught up. Their bad reputation is catching up to them. Somebody here who's total drama. Extremely insecure. I feel like they're definitely planning something. They're planning their last hurrah. But I think it's going to backfire. Somebody here is going through a bank failure. They're bankrupt. They're in debt. Spiritually? Physically? You're protected at this time. You were sexually protected. This person could even be trying to send suitors your way in hopes that you would sleep with them, but really, like, those people could be bribed, like I said. Something here about even, like, sending people your way to, like, sleep with you in hopes to, like, record it, so that way they can have evidence. This is somebody who has anger management. Somebody who was extremely hot-headed. I knew they had anger management with that King of Wands reversed. We have private relationship. This is somebody here who has a secret relationship on the side that they never let go of. Now they're all in their feelings because they know they fucked up and they're being kicked to the curb. The game is over here. The game is over. You're fighting for what you love. And that's yourself. There's definitely been an investigation happening here behind the scenes. And I feel like that's what this official person is. Helping you. I feel like you have enough. You're going to be given enough evidence and enough information to win, to have a case go in your favor. Somebody here was trying to get you stuck in this love story. You know, they're trying to make everything seem so beautiful and perfect. Nothing in life is perfect. And the trash is throwing itself out. You're getting rid of the trash here. Something about a sex shop. There's definitely somebody who has a sex entity on them. I don't know what kind of stuff this person dabbles in, but they're always partying. I don't know if this is somebody here who was always trying to keep you around by having a good time. Maybe they even wanted to involve people on the outside, you know, to give you like this grand image of like, look at everything that you can have. It's time for you to watch shit go down, because I feel like the gossip's about to be reversed. Something about being the talk of the town, and it's not going to be you. It's going to be them, because something here is going to be like on the news, in the newspaper. It's going to be the talk of the town. Enjoy the gossip. Grab your popcorn. The roles are being reversed. There is some kind of divorce that is happening here. Right? Like, for example, say you are in the middle of a divorce, right? And they were trying to claim that you know, trying to get alimony or something out of you. Maybe you earn more than this person does, male or female. Or maybe they were trying to take the kids away from you, or trying to say that you shouldn't even have visitation, however it's going, right? What's coming out is the fact that they were in a secret relationship all along. And once that information is presented to the court's going to be like, wait, so hold on, you were trying to claim that Libra is this, this, and this, but yet meanwhile, you were never really into this person in the first place. You never left your last partner. And they're going to see right through it, the fact that this person only wanted to attach themselves to you for money. And that's why things are going to be flipped. Because this person thought they did a good job at hiding their secrets. Now they're all in their feelings, so they're going to talk shit here. Let them talk shit. Let them talk shit. Let me clean this up so we can have some room here. Somebody thought that they got away with something. Universe, tell us more, please, for Libra. Tell us more for Libra. We have abundance, windfall, self-worth, and truth. By you standing in your truth, by you recognizing your self-worth, you have lifted your vibration here, and that's why you're accessing your windfall. We have fate, wheel of fortune. Things are going to be turning in your favor, Libra, because you didn't give up. Somebody wanted you stuck in the past due to some kind of illusions and confusions that they were casting here, trying to pretend that they wanted to take care of you. Maybe even could have been acting as if they were your twin flame or your soulmate. This could be like a spiritual manipulator as well. I feel like you're releasing and purging this, and you're standing in your truth. You have a new perspective here. You're being open and honest. Something here to do with values. Your values have shifted because of what this person has put you through. And maybe the reason why you haven't been able to access your abundance or to have all this success and fate going in your way is because Source needed you to fully see these people for what they were so you can separate yourselves. Because I feel like these people are going to be kicking themselves in the ass when they see this next version of you. Because I feel like you're going to be more abundant in the future than what you were when you knew these people. Making you fight for scraps when you didn't even have to in the first place. Alrighty, y'all, we're going to use the Scrabble tiles. We're going to see what comes out. This might be a little loud, so again, if you're sensitive to sound, I would lower the volume. Universe, any final messages and confirmations here for Libra, please? Final messages and confirmations for Libra, please. You have the number 2244. These numbers can mean something to you. This could be somebody's age, or it means something special to you. Maybe you've been seeing these numbers. We have number 1. We have number 65. Something here about a DO. Could be a doctor, doesn't have to be. Somebody here could have been manipulating medical records or something. Maybe they were trying to claim that you gave them something when you never did, when it was in all actuality it was them sleeping around with other people. Someone's name could be Phoebe. I think there's an O in there somewhere. Phoebe. I don't know. Someone's name could be Reese. Someone's name could be Al. Albert. Alfred. Something about Fall Out Boy. Someone here could be a Fall Out Boy fan. Or we have a fob here. Something here to do with a key fob. Maybe somebody here made a copy of your keys. We have the number 23. We have the number 16. We have the number 28. Someone's name could be Alvin. Something here about Avis. Like the car rental place. We have the number 98. Somebody could have been born in 1998 or 97. We have the number 55. The number 31. Someone's name could be Lou. Something here about the ER, or something here is going to be an emergency, or somebody's going to try to create an emergency. Someone's name could be Dave, David. Someone's name could be Rod, Rodman, Rodney. Someone's name could be Eugene. Someone's name could be Artie. Something here about art. The number 72. Someone's name could be Fran, Francis, Francine. The number 61. Something here about all these numbers. Maybe somebody here is a gambler. Maybe somebody here has a gambling addiction. The number 18. We have the number 2. Someone's name could be Peter. Pete, Peter. Something here about Texas. Something here about a bot. I don't know if somebody is very robotic. Something here about a Ram, maybe like a Dodge Ram. Or something here about... Isn't the Ram like Aries or something? Someone's nickname could be V. Something here about a rig. Maybe somebody was trying to rig something in their favor, or somebody here could drive a rig, like long haul, like a truck driver or something. Something here about IT. Maybe somebody here works in IT or they're really good with computers. Something here about bun. Maybe somebody here could work in a restaurant. Something here about bun, like the coffee, like the industrial coffee thing. Or someone's name could be Bunny, or that's their nickname, or something about bunnies. Someone's name could be Todd, Toddy. Via something. Somebody did something via something else. They used a proxy. Something here about Connecticut. Something to do with a baby. I don't know, maybe somebody can call you baby. Oh, my baby. Someone's name could be Kay. Something about somebody's arteries. I don't know, maybe somebody here, I don't know, high cholesterol or something, or they have blocked arteries. Someone's name could be Lee. Something here about Gildan. I don't know, isn't that like a shirt company? Gildan. Something here about somebody's pH level. I don't know, somebody here could be toxic. Someone's name could be Garrett. Something about war. Maybe somebody here wants war, or they were trying to claim war over you. Someone's name could be Ken, Kenny, Kenneth. Something here about a van. Maybe somebody here drives a van. Someone's name could be Val, Valerie. Someone's name could be Brenda. Something about Virginia. Something here about Mount something. Maybe, I don't know, somebody here could be a camper or a rock climber or something. Or something here about mountain time. I don't even know if that's a thing. Something here about Sia. Maybe somebody here is a fan of Sia. Something here about a dog. Maybe somebody here acts like a dog, or they're, I don't know. Somebody was trying to condition you, because that just reminded me of Pavlo. Something about FX. Maybe the FX network. Maybe somebody here is into a lot of FX shows. Something here about Europe, the EU. Someone's name could be Paul. Something about the color red, or maybe that's somebody's nickname, Red. Something here about Rio. I think that's in Brazil. Something here about a fee. I don't know, maybe somebody here wanted you to pay a fee, or something here about a fee. Maybe somebody here owes a fee. Someone's name could be Clay, or they were trying to mold you into something that you're not. Someone's name could be Dexter. Something about the show Dexter. I don't know, maybe somebody here is a psychopath. Something here about Vermont. Something here about Pennsylvania. Something here about the law. Maybe somebody has broken the laws, or the law is involved. Someone's name could be Shay. Someone's name could be Marty, or something here to do with a mart. Somebody wanted you to bend to their will. Something here about California. Someone's name could be Bartholomew, or something here about The Simpsons. Or something here about a gat, like, you know, a pew-pew. I don't know if somebody here's been threatening you with the pew-pew, or, I don't know, maybe they're involved in some bad things. Something here about an MBA. Maybe somebody here has a master's. Someone's name could be, like, Mel. Someone's name could be Maya. Someone's name could be Rhett. Or Brett. Someone's name could be Brianna. Somebody could be a fan of Pokemon, because I just heard Butterfree, like, you know. Someone's name could be Robert, or somebody who was trying to rob you. Something about the res, maybe something to do with a reservation. Somebody here could be Native American. There's definitely something here about a video, something's definitely caught on camera. Someone's name could be Ty, or somebody was trying to tie you to something. Or trying to rope you in, trying to get you caught up in something to put the blame on you. Someone's name could be Chris. Or something to do with a crisis. Somebody was trying to create a false crisis. Something here to do with a ferret. Something here to do with a den. Someone's name could be Gilbert. Something here happened in the den. Something about MIA. Mia again. Maybe somebody I was, I don't know, trying to make somebody go missing. Something here about a goal. I don't know if somebody, a goal, isn't that having to do with soccer? Maybe somebody is a soccer fan or something like that. Something here to do with an attorney general. The AG's involved. Something here to do with RC. Isn't that like a remote controlled stuff? Somebody thought that they had you figured out, that they could just control you. Something to do with a Yeti. I don't know, maybe like a Yeti cup, or I don't know. I think that's how you spell it. Maybe somebody here is into Yetis. Something here about a hug. I don't know. Maybe some of y'all need a hug. Or somebody was trying to transfer something onto you via a hug. We have reg. I don't know. Reg. Maybe somebody here smokes regs, or I don't know. Somebody here could smoke a lot, or somebody here could have even been trying to tamper with somebody's weed or something. Isn't Bend also the name of a place, like a city or something somewhere? Something about oregano. Maybe somebody here is a cook. Maybe a little bit of Italian. Okay. Let's clear this up so we can close this reading out for y'all. Universe, please give us an affirmation for Libra. Please give us an affirmation for Libra. Alrighty, you guys have two of them. Gentleness and magic. I speak with gentleness and I listen with gentleness. I align with the gentlest part of myself and I take joy in being receptive, open, and unafraid. I am like a baby deer who's best friends with a baby elephant. The baby elephant wraps its little trunk around my shoulders and we lie down gently on the grass, daydreaming and talking about what sorts of humans the clouds look like. So it's time for you to be gentle. It's time for you to enter this area here where you can just be unafraid. Be unafraid because the tide is turning in your favor. You don't have to be on edge and you don't have to be on guard and you don't have to defend yourself. Especially defending yourself to people who already have some kind of pre-notion about something, right? Because they're already told otherwise. They already chose their side. We have magic. I believe in magic. I see evidence of it all the time. And though the tricks can probably be explained away by something sensible and ordinary, I'd rather not ruin the fun. Other people can fill their days with mere coincidence. I'll fill mine with holy crap. That's unbelievable. Somebody was trying to rob you of your joy. Universe, please give us a final message for Libra, please. We have positive outlook 29, that breaks down to an 11, which breaks down to a 2. How you feel depends on your own mental attitude. The many faces of Ganesh reflect how you feel about the different aspects of your life: spirituality, health, finances, relationship, and emotional well-being. It is important to remember that circumstances are not good or bad, but always neutral. It is how you approach the situation that will determine your outcome. If you choose to see something as depressing, it will be. If you choose to see it as encouraging, it will be. Your mind determines how your day will go. Your state of mind has influence over your body, your relationships, your emotional well-being, and how you view your finances. Every day you are so careful when considering what you will eat during that day. You have an opportunity to be just as discerning when it comes to how you think. You can conquer your moods no matter how bad a mood you seem to be in. Make up your mind that you are not going to be controlled by your moods anymore. If you do find yourself in a low disposition, take a moment to acknowledge what brought this up for you. Take positive action to shift back to happiness or being positive. And maybe somebody here was able to try and control you via your emotions. I don't think that's the case anymore. But that is what I have for y'all, Libra. I am sending you all lots of love and lots of light, and I'll see you next time. Ciao.